Guys, I'm shocked. I cannot believe that Februllage is over. Even with an extra day this year, I felt like it just flew right by. And I'm definitely having some mixed emotions. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely feeling really sad that it's over. As always, though, I've provided some monthly prompts if you're looking for some prompts to use for the rest of the year. I'm definitely gonna miss my routine of every morning waking up and trying to make something before my day starts. And something that you all need to hear is that if you tried Februllage, if this is your first time, your third time, no matter what, like, I'm so proud of you guys. I saw so much amazing work on Instagram and all over the internet on my Discord. And I was blown away. There was so many great pieces, and it was so interesting to see what other people were creating and what I was creating, I guess, and how one person took a prompt and then seeing how someone else did it. My biggest rose to thorn with Februllage is that now that Februllage is over, I have to get back to really pushing on my business side of things. I have some really big art exhibitions coming up. Maybe some of these pieces will end up in those shows, which is cool, but there's a lot of responsibility on my shoulders, including my first international show ever, which is very cool. It's on May 2nd to 5th, so if you're interested in being in New York and coming and seeing my art in person and you're in the States, that's your greatest opportunity. I probably won't be doing this that often for traveling there myself. Right before that, I have a massive show in Toronto. It's called The Artist Project. I did it last year and it was a ton of work, so I actually know what I'm up against this year for it. So there's a bunch of big things in the works. I'm also feeling rather chatty right now, so I feel like I should record me creating some things and then I'll do a longer narrative over top of them. I cannot believe it's only the beginning of March just because of how crazy this year has already been. Let's start with my website. As I said, it's only the beginning of March and I've already had more sales, more interaction, more page views on my website just in the last 2 months than I did in all of 2022 and all of 2021 for sure. Not 2023 just yet, but that was just a crazy thing to see happen. I've been making a lot of sales. I'm not trying to brag, I'm just so grateful for it. And so this is my third time making collage kits this year because they just keep selling out. So I'm planning on making a larger size for them. If you've gotten something this year, I just wanted to take the time to say thank you so much. It gets me out of the house. I love my little walk to the post office. It makes me so happy. I skip all the way there. I think looking at my business, I'm just able to show it as a great example of what perseverance can really do. I've been working on this since 2019 realistically. I thought about it for many years before that, but didn't really have the courage to do so. And even specifically for YouTube, it's pretty funny. I feel like the first time I saw YouTube, I was like, I want a channel for art. And that was when I was literally like a child. So now it's really cool seeing me like taking that into my hands and kind of watching it all like blossom into what it was supposed to be and what timing was supposed to happen. Sometimes I'm like, I should have just started this during university. It would have been so much easier and all of those types of things. But, you know, I'm really happy at where I am now. I can't look back. It is funny looking back and reflecting though, because I just feel like I didn't really have the confidence that this was going to go anywhere. I was just like, I'm just going to chug along and this is what I love to do. And all of a sudden, you know, just little by little, small growth. It's not like I've grown overnight, like insanely. Something beautiful has come of it. So yeah, I think there's a lot of good messaging here. Firstly, that you don't really have to believe in yourself. You just have to commit to doing it. And the second is to just put the work in, just do it, as Nike says. And I do really believe in that. Oh, and maybe also that working through positive friction is a good thing. Like doing this scares me a lot, like every day, but I just keep doing it and things keep happening. And I've been chugging away on YouTube now for just under a year and a half, which feels crazy to say. And we're so close to 5,000 subscribers. When I first started this channel, I was like, yeah, it would be amazing for this to really take off, but it's not my expectation. I really wanted to fill the gap of collage art on YouTube. I just felt like I wasn't seeing the content that I wanted to see, and that's how I got started in all of this. I did think that there were other people out there, but I wasn't really sure, so it's nice to know that you guys exist. And it feels good to provide value to such a large audience now. A big goal of mine for this year is to work on my video quality. I feel like I'm not producing what I want to, but it's really hard to make a video every week. So I definitely want to be able to take the time to maybe slow down a little bit and kind of make like works of art when it comes to the videos that I'm creating. I'd like to include more showing, less telling. as well as provide more educational opportunities. I've also been hosting collage workshops at a local brewery, and it has brought me so much joy. I didn't really realize that this was something I was so passionate about. Well, maybe I did because I love YouTube and I love teaching people things, but it just really put in perspective like how much I really love teaching. It's really opened the door for me, and I just love doing it, and it's definitely something I want to continue doing monthly, definitely for sure in person. And I'm trying to figure out how to do that again online. It definitely inspired me to think about the idea of doing some sort of online course or online coaching for collage. I feel like my brain has become obsessed with the idea of just like helping people do better collage artwork. I dabbled with the idea of doing a Skillshare course this year, and then I realized like, why don't I just do my own? But now I'm trying to figure out if I have the resources to do it and that sort of thing. I think I could make like an okay course, but I would love to be able to do it to a very professional level. So I think that that's something that I'm going to focus on this year. So hold me to it. I really hope that I can have the course launched by the end of the year for you guys. But in the meantime of that, I really wanted to take the time to answer all the questions that you guys left on my posts that I did. And so that's what we're going to be doing for the next couple weeks, I think. I'm hoping that these videos will tie you guys over for part of the year until I'm ready to fully do a very intentional course. Okay, so now we have an entirely new problem, and that is that by making those collage kits, I now have all of these really cool papers that I've put to the side for myself, and I made a bunch of piles of potential that I want to make. So let's get started on those. Let's start with this one. I really want to start with this one. As soon as I did it, I kind of had this idea. And what if she's vacuuming up like the spots on the drafts or something, just to make it look like she's like sucking them out of the wild. For this one, I feel like she's not the right angle. I mean, I could put this up, but she's not looking the right way. I found this ad, and I'm not sure if this is the exact same person or not. She looks very similar, but I wonder if having like a larger person reaching up to these drafts here is like a better option overall. I think she would be better placed over here, but there aren't really any drafts over here. So I think that like I'm gonna cut her out and let's see what happens. I do think I like it a lot better with her. This like makes more sense. I'm just wondering if like this one needs to be there. Like it could work. I just don't know where her feet are gonna be. So I'm just looking at this, and I think the way I have to fix it is by getting rid of these little pieces on the side and then trying to flatten this a bit. I think both sides are coming up and this one's going over. So I wonder if I just put a book on top for like a little bit that it'll help. Okay, I don't know if this looks any different on camera than it does in person, but it definitely looks a lot better in person. There's definitely a fold, but you know, it's very flat now, especially when I push it down. So when we glue it, it'll look a lot better. Now we just have to figure out where these womans go. I think I'm gonna attach this first, and then we're gonna go in and do the people. So now that I've cut this strip, I'm gonna use some glue and just put it on fully. This is my unique way of attaching 2 pieces of paper, but I wonder what other people are doing. So if you have any other ways that you guys do this, comment them down below. I would love to hear. Look how much better that looks. Oh my goodness, it almost doesn't even have a crack, eh? We're good. I feel like this piece has a lot to say, and I think that there's a bunch of different meanings behind it. The first, more obvious one I would say is the extinction of animals, people coming in and literally vacuuming them out of their wild habitat. So often we're seeing poachers and trophy hunters take the lives of beautiful, magnificent animals. It breaks my heart, and so that's definitely something near and dear to myself. The next one that's a little lighter in topic is people's obsession with being clean. We're just so obsessed with everything being clean. In the fall, there is literally nothing funnier to me than watching people sweep all of their leaves onto the road that are just gonna get picked up by the wind and be put back there. I've always viewed it as some weird control freak thing in people's heads that they can control nature. Anyways, I hope you like this piece. I definitely do. Anyways, that's it for me. I'll see you next week. Remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already.